Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? It is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning and welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Oh, I was trying to pull up the calendar and I lost it because we have retail sales in 8 minutes. Right here. Yeah, retail sales in, well, it'll update in 1 second. Perfect night truck, thank you. In 7 minutes. 7 minutes retail sales. That took longer than it should. That's why I get on here early. Oh, it's showing no data. Are we all here? Can y'all hear me okay now? Getting a circle of death on the YouTube screen. Good morning, Shake and Bake. Hey, Greg. Hey, Tom, Jungle Cat, Hunter, KK. Let's see, let me... close some things down and maybe that will help. You had to refresh? Okay. Hey, Jungle Cat. Hey, Hunter. Yes, AVPT was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful yesterday. Thank you for bringing that one to my attention. I have it in my dad's account. Hey, KK. Thanks, Rob. Hey, Nugget. Glad you stopped in to hit that like button. Hey, Andre. Casey, Tess, Dollar Tree Farmer, Topher, hey Danny, hey Paula, K-Mac, Jill, Train Man Dan, Sir Fernando, One Liner, hey Success, hey Dollar Tree, hey Diego, hey Skyper, let's see if I have any chart request. Good morning, all LAC. LAC, this looks like a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here on the hourly chart. Daily is pretty beat up. Hey, Foxy. Hey, Gary, Sharon, Leslie, good morning. Yeah, LAC is really beat up. Are we in Black Dirt Breakdown? I think we are. Nope, we're not. We do have some support back from 2020, but this is a bear's paradise is the best way I can say it. CIFR. Had some good volume yesterday. Potential daily bull flag. Weekly inside bar, 457. Wait, 523 is the resistance. We hit 518, so we may have a weekly double top if we can't get through 523. Has a nice squeeze on the daily. Four-hour equilibrium. I will start the show in 3 minutes. I'm going to see if there's anything I can shut down to help. With the speed. Maybe that will help a bit. All right. Go back up to the top. I did LAC. I did CIFR. PLTR. PLTR is actually a Queen of the Mountain trade for me. I have 2 setups on PLTR, which is very unusual. We are clearly at resistance, 25.36. We are gapping up straight into resistance, and then after that, 25.48. So I like a top fish setup against 25.36, and then I would switch to a back burner. So if that short were to work and that resistance hold, then you could look for a long if it were to pull back and get oversold on the 5-minute or 15-minute. But right now it has a lot of strength. So that would be a counter trend trade with a higher probability of getting stopped out, top fishing this, but the levels are so clear. You can see them from Mars. Okay, Dollar Tree. I personally love Dollar Tree. It's frustrating as a customer that now it's $1.25 Tree. And their inventory is always really low and they have staffing issues. So I think that's being reflected in the chart, but that was a little fundamental. Sidebar. That is not my specialty, fundamentals. So 104.60, we're holding this monthly high or low of 102.77. If you want to try a monthly high or low attempt against the 102.77, that makes sense. Okay, we have data in 1 minute, 15 seconds. 15 seconds we have data. Let's go look at the indices. And there's the data spike. We did not get over yesterday's high, 55.61. I started to be funny and say Queen of the Mountain trade today is everything is back burners. Every single thing is a back burner because everything was running so hard. And when I say everything, of course I'm generalizing, but had a pretty crazy busy day. Let me kill that. All right, let's get started with the show. We just had our retail sales. Looks like it came in a little negative, which bad news is good news in this situation. We have industrial production in 43 minutes. And we've got lots of Fed speak today. I only have 2-star and 3-star events showing, but we do have a lot of Fed speakers today. Goolsbee, I know, is speaking, several speakers. All right. Well, let's get started with the show. Good morning. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. Now, at the top of the chat window in YouTube, I have this link pinned, so you can go sign up to win a free indicator of your choice right there in the chat window. Free indicator of your choice. And then whoever doesn't win, I will be sending you a 50% off. Let's call it coupon. Is it coupon or coupon? My family argues about this. This is a very important question. Is it coupon or coupon? All right. So there's that giveaway. Go sign up and we will email you if you have won, and I'll announce the winner probably next Monday since we don't have any more shows this week. The stock market is closed tomorrow. Don't forget about that. All right. So the market environment dossier is not showing, but it is 135 points, so definitely more bullish than bearish. Let me reboot this. There it is. 135 points for the bulls. This is a way that I communicate to you as an audience is what I'm seeing more of. And I obviously am seeing more bullish trends. We have a lot of names that have a ton of space for daily higher lows, hourly higher lows. Coupon. Hi, Alice. A-L-E-S. I don't know how to say that properly. All right, let's get to the charts, which is why you're here. All right, with ES, we have a potential 4-hour bull flag. There is nothing bearish about all-time highs. Nothing. I did want to point out, however, that I have made the most gains in a bull market when it was a sustained bull market for months on end. That was the time I made the most money. The time I lost the most money, or the times I've lost the most money, is the time right after the bull market stopped being a bull market and I did not shift. I was not agile enough. I did not take note of the different circumstances that we were in as a market, and the dynamics had changed and I didn't change. So this is bullish. I would stay in a buy the dip mindset until you see something change. So, and when something changes, make note of it, write it down, do whatever you have to do to recognize that, hey, something is different. And like Dan likes to say, so if all sectors are at the low of the day, that kind of perks your ears up, like, wait, something's shifting here. And we haven't had that in a while. I think we had it, what was that, 4 Thursdays ago? We've had it twice in the last month, maybe. So just notice when things start changing, the variables start changing, and you need to change. If you're slow to change, that's when you're going to give back the gains that come from a market like this. For me, this is the easiest market conditions to make money. These are the easier ones. The tougher ones are when we're chopping sideways. So, all right, ABGO just fired a back burner, but it's not during regular trading hours, so I'm not going to watch it. So NASDAQ is up 0.10. ES is pretty flat. We're up 21 bucks on NQ. We have a potential 4-hour bull flag. Apple got an upgrade today to $245. Apple was strong in pre-market. Nvidia was green in pre-market. So if NQ is going to lead again today, we need to take note of that. Russell is screaming higher, up 1% overnight. It just ran into a brick wall. 205.370. It double topped with 205.180. However, we have enough room for a 4-hour higher low, and actually the Russell is one of my Queen of the Mountain trades, looking for that 4-hour higher low on IWM. All right. Yeah, and you won't be getting any grammar lessons from me. It's pretty funny. When I graduated from college, I graduated in business administration and I had my MBA, and I went to teach at a community college, and they wanted me to teach business English, and I would have to study the night before before I taught it, even though I was educated. English is obviously not one of my strong suits with being so far in the country, because we would say me and her are going to the store. So yeah, you're definitely not here for the grammar lessons. That is for sure. All right. So the Dow has plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low as well. We had that 4-hour inverse head and shoulders. There's the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. It resolved to the upside yesterday, and now we have enough room for a 4-hour higher low. That's what we were looking for money to possibly rotate out of semis into the Russell, into the Dow, and into XLF. And we did have that yesterday. VIX is red. We're still holding 1250 support. Look how tight this 4-hour is. We're on our third 4-hour inside bar. We have a 4-hour equilibrium on VIX. And of course, market bulls want it. They want this to resolve to the downside. Hang Seng was slightly red overnight. DAX was slightly green. Bitcoin broke that important 65,000 this morning. and bulls are attempting to salvage this. We have a tweezer bottom here at 64,555. We've got a tweezer bottom. However, bears are having their way with this chart. And speaking of not, since I just spoke of not recognizing when conditions change, I gave out 2 crypto top fish setups yesterday. Well, when the market's screaming higher during regular trading hours, Bitcoin has been linking up with NASDAQ and it's been going higher. And it had a big bounce yesterday right here. It had a big bounce during regular market hours and then gave it all back. But I need to stay away from crypto shorts during regular trading hours if QQQ is moving higher. So just recognize that. And when that correlation, or if that correlation breaks, does that mean more downside for Bitcoin? Possibly. We are looking for a weekly higher low on Bitcoin. Plenty of room before 56,500 for a weekly higher low. Ethereum is not faring very well at all. We are looking for a weekly higher low on Ethereum. The daily broke support of 33.60 only by $9. Let's see if bulls buy that as if it's a double bottom, but we're clearly in a daily downtrend. We're clearly in a 4-hour downtrend, so Bitcoin is not faring very well. And is this our canary? I'm not saying it is or isn't. It's just a question we have to ask ourselves, because when we look at the market environment dossier table, Bitcoin has been red most of the mornings for the last few weeks. I'm sure it had some bouts of green, but overall it's been pretty heavy. All right, the dollar. The dollar, we're looking for a daily higher low here at the daily 50 MA, and we're green. However, a weekly lower high is still the more likely scenario compared to 106,517. If we can get that weekly lower high sooner than later on the dollar, that could help gold put in its more solid weekly double bottom. So it broke this 2308 by $4. I'm calling that a weekly double bottom for now. So let's see if gold bulls can find their weekly higher low while dollar bears look for the weekly lower high. All right, oil's turned green. Bitcoin has been serving as a hedge. If you remember March of last year when they had the bank failures, gold and Bitcoin would run up together because people were viewing it as a hedge. So maybe they're thinking, I don't need to hedge anything right now, and that's a reason for dumping. I'm just speculating. It's not important as to the why. What's important is price action, but I just wanted to offer that. So on the weekly, we're still looking up at resistance of 80.22. I need to get a drink. And if you could hit that like button, that'd be lovely. And don't forget to register for the free indicator giveaway pinned at the top of chat. All right, so oil is holding these hourly EMAs just fine. So we have API estimates at 4:30 today, but inventory, I'm assuming, will be moved from tomorrow to Thursday, because remember, the stock market is closed tomorrow. I'm going to miss y'all. It's closed tomorrow, so oil inventory will likely be moved to Thursday. But oil bulls confirmed the daily bull flag yesterday. I'm slow this morning. All right, nat gas got over the Great Wall of Louisiana, that 50 MA on the hourly chart. We're looking for that daily higher low. It's likely set. We have plenty of room for an hourly higher low on a pullback relative to 2789. I wonder if it looks... One second. I'm looking to see if this is a bear flag. This could be a potential bear flag on the 8-hour time frame, and what made me go look for that right then is these hourly higher highs that are getting met with upper wicks. To me, that can sometimes indicate a bear flag on a higher time frame from my experience. So that's why I went looking for it. So you do have a potential 8-hour bear flag. Apple is green. It got that upgrade this morning. Potential daily bull flag if we confirm over 220.20. Apple looks beautiful. If Apple's screaming higher and semis are in favor, I'm not going to be in a hurry to short this market. Now, Amazon tried to find its footing yesterday at the daily 50 MA. It's opening slightly red, but we have plenty of room for an hourly higher low compared to yesterday's low. And that's going to be the case on a lot of charts. Apple, for example. It has plenty of room for an hourly higher low. Amazon has enough room for a higher low. Nvidia is in an equilibrium. It's slightly different. We're in an hourly EQ. I am short Nvidia. It was a live stream trade yesterday in the morning. I took off 2/3 for a profit, and I'm holding 1/3 puts. The only reason I would swing Nvidia, the only way I would swing Nvidia short is via puts, because I would not want to hold commons overnight. All right, so let's see if we can get that final push by bulls and failure below yesterday's high. I want to see them take out the low of yesterday, and I'd feel more comfortable in my short. Tesla had a huge day, plenty of room for an hourly higher low compared to 177 on Tesla. Tesla had a great day yesterday. Absolutely, Liam, that it has been interesting. Liam is saying it's been interesting how Bitcoin miners have been strong for a few weeks compared to Bitcoin. Completely agree. So that was a beautiful candle yesterday on Tesla. We held the daily EMAs. Now we need to get through 191.08 to change the daily trend back to the bulls. And we're still squeezing, folks. And a lot of you will message me on Twitter or in the room, hey, Tesla has a squeeze. Why isn't it breaking out? Well, it can break out or break down. Squeeze, they do not tell you the direction that they're going to break. It just tells you volatility is incoming. So remember that. It doesn't necessarily mean this has to break bull. And there's no timeline. This thing can squeeze for a really long time. And while I'm there, I want to show y'all this chart. I think I may have talked about this one last week. If any of you can find me a monthly chart or weekly chart or daily chart that looks like this, look at GoDaddy's monthly chart. It squeezed like that for 4 years. 4 years. And when it broke, it went for a double. How beautiful is that? So if you can find me a high compression squeeze for a name that's been squeezing for a really long time, please let me know if you find it and you'll get a prize. I don't know what that'll be, but me too, Liam. I like Tesla as a swing. I put it in my dad's account. All right, Queen of the Mountain trades. Russell looking for a 4-hour higher low on IWM. So IWM had a big move yesterday off the bottom. They've made plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low. And we're looking for that as we scout the weekly higher low on the Russell. JMIA. JMIA had a big week last week. This alert is killing me. Don't like all the interruptions. I'm so trained to look at them that I can't keep talking. I have to look at it. Okay, JMIA is in a 4-hour squeeze and an hourly squeeze after last week's huge move. What day was that? Last Thursday had a big move. I like this for a long. So when you have a squeeze, I just said it doesn't indicate direction. However, I like to position myself in the preceding trend direction. The preceding trend is up. So that's the side that I favor on a break is up on JMIA. So I like a long. I'm looking for a break over 960, 967 on JMIA. PLTR is at that clear resistance, 2536 and 2548. So I have two setups on PLTR. I like a top fish of this 2536. And then if that breaks and we break 2550, then I'd be waiting for a back burner long. So short out the gate, right against this resistance. And then later in the day, I would be looking for a first 5-minute oversold during regular trading hours for a potential long. Amir, I don't know if I like arm short. I was looking at it today. It really recovered nicely yesterday from that potential 2-hour bearish diamond reversal pattern. And it looks pretty solid. It looks very similar to NVIDIA, just going sideways. We'll see if this is a temporary top. Okay, shop. And these short ideas, I will not stick to these short ideas. If the market's pushing higher, I'll just stick with the long ideas. So shop has a potential 2-hour head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I like a top fish setup on shop against yesterday's high 67.33. And then SMCI, I like for a back burner today. First 5-minute oversold during regular trading hours. This thing had a monster day yesterday. 5% bounce after being down pretty big. It had a $90 bounce. So big move, looking for a back burner on SMCI. And you want one extra one, I'll give it to you. Net is gapping up. And we have resistance right here, 78.92, 78.92. And you see I have an alert here. I want to know when it hits this daily 200 MA and the daily 50 MA are overhead. So I'm looking for a short on net. Again, I won't be looking to short if the market is staying strong. All right, I have to go boot up the TCG live stream. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button before you exit, and don't forget about our giveaway. And we will be giving away a free indicator, and I will email you if you are the winner. And that's pinned in chat. All right, use stop losses.